Write the table from the screen now I'm sharing. Write it.
Done, sir.
Okay. What can you see from this table? Half is half, m becomes I, m becomes I, m becomes I. That you can see clear cut. M
Yes,
is
sir.
I, M is I, M is I.
Yes.
Okay. So from the above table, from the above table, we can see that role played by mass, role played by mass in translational motion is same as role played by moment of inertia in rotational motion. So I should know what is role of mass. Then I will say same is the role of moment of inertia. Mass is measure of inertia, that is tendency to maintain state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line. Hence, it opposes the change in translational motion. So further I will say, thus moment of inertia is measure of inertia in rotational motion, which is tendency to maintain state of rest or uniform rotational motion. So it opposes change in rotational motion. Please copy till this, then that third paragraph I'm telling. From the above table, we can see that role played by mass in translation motion is same as role played by moment of inertia in rotational motion. Then copy that second paragraph.
Done, sir.
Okay. Mass is measure of inertia. Thus, moment of inertia is measure of inertia in rotational motion. That is tendency to oppose any change in rotational motion. This is physical significance of moment of inertia. That means if body is set into motion, it is difficult to stop it. And if it is stopped, then difficult to start. More inertia, this tendency will be more. Less inertia, this will be less. So if you have seen, most of the tires, they have got maximum weight at circumference. So from axis of rotation, if particles are away, it will create more moment of inertia. So hence set into motion, it can be taken to motion for longer period. Slow cycle race, have you have seen any time? Slow cycle race.
Yes, sir.
उसमें देखो स्लो करने के लिए टेंशन है ना, हाथ हिलने लगता है ना. Because if you are at rest, it is difficult to set into motion, और मोशन में तो डिफिकल्ट है रेस्ट पे लाने के लिए, तो अपना हाथ शेक करता है ना ऐसा.
Yes, sir.
So because of this term, moment of inertia. Now conclude till this.
Done, sir.
Okay. Define radius of gyration. Define radius of gyration. Suppose this is rigid body rotating about an axis passing through O. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 particles. M1, M2, M3, M4, 4 particle. 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg, 4 kg. What is total mass? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Is it 10 kg total mass?
Yes.
Okay. Now see radius of gyration. Distance of a point from axis of rotation distance of a point from axis of rotation at which when whole mass is supposed to be concentrated produces same moment of inertia as produced by particles of rigid body is called as radius of gyration. It is denoted by K. That means, again see, if first mass produces inertia m1r1 square, second m2r2 square, third m3r3 square, fourth m4r4 square, ये सब पार्टिकल मिलके whatever inertia it places produces total mass 10. If I place at k का distance पे, it gives me same answer of m1r1 square, m2r2 square, m3r3 square, m4r square. Then that k is called radius of gyration. Again I'm repeating, distance of a point where whole mass is supposed to be concentrated. मतलब अगर मुझे सब पार्टिकल के जितना इनर्शिया प्रोड्यूस करने का है, तो I take that total mass at certain point which is giving me same inertia as that of the particle about same axis is called as radius of gyration. Meaning clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is distance of a point where when total mass is supposed to be placed gives same moment of inertia as produced by particles of rigid body about same axis of rotation. अभी लिखा तो आपको definition. The distance of a point from axis of rotation. The distance of a point from axis of rotation at which when whole mass of body is supposed to be concentrated, the distance of a point from axis of rotation at which when whole mass of body is supposed to be concentrated produces same moment of inertia as produced by particles of rigid body about same axis of rotation. Let m be mass of rigid body and k be radius of gyration. Therefore, okay, please copy this much. This much you copy. Written?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. M be the mass of rigid body, K be the radius of gyration. Therefore, moment of inertia I equal to mk square. It's SI unit. What will be SI unit of radius of gyration? Because it is distance, meter. Its dimension is m0 L1 Tz. Copy. Physical significance of radius of gyration. Physical significance of radius of gyration.
Done, sir.
Physical significance of radius of gyration. मतलब वो देख के हम लोग को क्या समझ में आएगा? This is rigid body and this is axis. If particles are away, what you will get moment of inertia, small or large? If particles are away,
Small.
if particles are away, we'll get large moment of inertia. Very true. If this is axis, particle दूर दूर है मतलब inertia ज्यादा आएगा ना. If I is more, तो naturally mk square का k will be more. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So can I say by knowing radius of gyration, we come to know particle axis के पास में है क्या axis से दूर है ना. ज्यादा के आया मतलब पार्टिकल दूर दूर, कम के आया मतलब नजदीक नजदीक. Not followed? Followed.
Yes, sir. Follow.
So can I tell in statement like this? Radius of gyration is measure of distribution of the particle from axis of rotation. Measure of distribution of particle from axis of rotation. First point. It is measure of distribution of particles from axis of rotation. If k equal to 0, then particles are on axis of rotation. If k is small, then particles are close to axis of rotation. If k is large, then particles are away from axis of rotation. Right, this 4 points. This is physical significance.
Done, sir.
Done? Shall I clear now this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State and prove law of conservation of angular momentum. State and prove law of conservation of angular momentum. What is law of conservation of linear momentum? Anybody can say? Linear momentum law of conservation.
Initial momentum is equal to 5.
But first line you forgot. When external force acting on a system is zero, then momentum before collision equal to momentum after collision. Correct?
Yes.
So here can I say when force का जगह पे torque. When external torque acting on a rigid body is zero. When external torque acting on a rigid body is zero, then angular momentum always remains constant. When external torque acting on rigid body is zero, then angular momentum always remains constant. Right statement? When external torque acting on a rigid body is zero, then angular momentum always remains constant.
Done, sir.
Done, na?
Yes.
Okay. Now we have to prove this. We know that torque equals to moment of inertia into angular acceleration. So tau is I alpha. What is alpha? Is it rate of change of angular velocity?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Rate of change of angular velocity equals to d omega by dt. So torque is I d omega by dt. What is derivative of 4x?
Sir, 4.
4. If I take derivative of 4x, I get answer 4, which you told just now. If I keep 4 outside and take derivative of x, still I will get 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes. That means if I is constant, वो डेरिवेटिव के बाहर लिखा तो भी चलेगा, अंदर लिखा तो भी चलेगा.
Yes, sir.
Since moment of inertia is constant for same body rotating about same axis, moment of inertia of a rigid body about same axis is constant. Therefore, okay, please write this much. Torque is I alpha. Alpha is rate of change of angular momentum, but moment of inertia for same body is constant. I will take that I inside. You please copy this much.
Done.
Yes, yes. Moment of inertia is constant for same body rotating about same axis. Therefore, torque can be written as T by dt of I omega. But what is I omega? Is it angular momentum?
Angular momentum.
Yes. Those who are math student, I think they know what is derivative of constant?
0.
0.
0.
0.
So can I say thus, if torque, which is derivative of dl by dt, is 0, then L should be constant or not? Correct now?
Yes.
That means if my
Yes.
derivative is 0, that means it is derivative of constant. Thus, if torque is 0, L is constant. This proves law of conservation of angular momentum. That is, when torque is 0, angular momentum remains constant. Okay. Yes, is it clear up till this?
Yes, sir.
Copy.
Yes.
Copy this point. Then note, write down, since L equal to I omega is constant. So I1 omega 1 equals to I2 omega 2. Shall I clear these points? Everything from the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State and prove perpendicular axis theorem. State and prove perpendicular axis theorem. First statement. So just two derivations are a bit lengthy. One is called perpendicular axis theorem, other is called parallel axis theorem. I means moment of inertia. This notation, I means what? Moment of inertia.
Yes, sir.
Ix means x-axis. and y means y-axis, plus means sum. So I can say like this now. This is actually parallel perpendicular axis theorem. From this I am telling you the statement. X and y, they are in one plane. So x and y ka moment of inertia is actually in one plane. That is called plane lamina. The from here I am telling us sum, plus means the sum of moment of inertia of plane lamina. The sum of moment of inertia of plane lamina about two mutually perpendicular axes. The sum of moment of inertia of plane lamina about two mutually perpendicular axes is equal to the moment of inertia of plane lamina about sum of moment of plane lamina about two mutually perpendicular axes is equal to moment of inertia of plane lamina about third axis, which is perpendicular to plane lamina and passes through point of intersection of two mutually perpendicular axes, that is ix plus iy equal to iz. Followed the statement? से मुझे ये पूरा बड़ा स्टेटमेंट याद नहीं, मुझे ये याद है लास्ट वाला. Sum of moment of inertia of plane lamina about two mutually perpendicular axes is equal to moment of inertia about third axis, which is perpendicular to the plane lamina and passes through the point of intersection of two mutually perpendicular axes, that is ix plus iy equal to iz. Okay, yes, followed.
Yes, sir.
Right statement.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now we'll prove this whether it is true or not. Ix plus Iy equal to Iz. Proof. This is plane lamina rotating about an axis passing through O. OX, OY are two mutually perpendicular axes in plane lamina. OZ is third axis perpendicular to plane lamina passing through point of intersection of two mutually perpendicular axes. Suppose P is particle of rigid body of mass Mi having coordinate from x-axis y coordinate yi and from y-axis x coordinate xi and from z-axis ri. See, it is going inside a three-dimensional. Matlab it is coming actually out of the paper. It is not this way in the paper. It is coming out. Udhar se direction is r. Is it right angle triangle? So can I use
Yes.
Pythagoras theorem?
Yes.
What you will get? Ri square is yi square plus xi square or not? Tell me. By Pythagoras theorem.
Yes, sir.
If I multiply throughout by mi, multiplying throughout by mi, we get mi ri square is mi yi square plus mi xi square. Taking summation throughout, we get summation of mi ri square is summation of mi yi square plus summation of mi xi square. Now mi ri square means moment of inertia about z axis. Correct, no?
Yes.
And mi y means o axis say y is the distance. So it is ix plus iy. This proves perpendicular axis theorem. I think you don't have any doubt. Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
X-axis
No.
is the distance y. Therefore, mi yi means ix, and mi xi is iy. So I get iz equal to ix plus iy. Hence proved. Okay. Please draw the diagram. Just draw the diagram or don't write anything. In next lecture, entire theory of this chapter will get over. Just draw the diagram or don't write anything. Diagram
Done,
completed.
Done, sir.
Now write. Consider a plane lamina consider a plane lamina rotating about an axis passing through O. Let OX, OY be two mutually perpendicular axes in plane lamina, and OZ be third axis perpendicular to plane lamina and passing through point of intersection of two mutually perpendicular axes. Let P be a particle. Let P be a particle let P be a particle of mass Mi let P be a particle of mass Mi at distances of yi, xi, ri from ox, oy, oz axis respectively. Let ix, iy, iz be moment of inertia about ox, oy, oz axis respectively. Therefore, from the figure by Pythagoras theorem. Now you can complete till end. From the figure by Pythagoras theorem. Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's all for today. One parallel